So let me explain that. The question is, why was the driver different from how he was sent? Do you know the answer to that? Good. It's because you don't know that answer. That's why I'm teaching. Why was it different? He was sent from God. The creation of man is an act of God. He began to build man from eternity, and then he manifested man in time. But how is it that when man comes into time, it can be different from the way it was programmed from eternity? You guys are programmers, most of you sitting here, and you know how to write a program and make the program do something. Would it not be a wonder to you after you have written a program, then it's doing something else? You know? That's how that's the name? Virus. They made the evangelist in the studio that he will be the evangelist of Rwanda. When we found him in Kigali in the bus, he was a driver, and he was singing Bob Marley. Can you imagine the virus that must have transformed that man into what we saw?
You're welcome to Remnant TV. On Remnant TV, you'll be getting powerful messages that will change, transform your life for good. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Are you following me? Stay with me. Stay with me. It is because of the possibility of you becoming the product of a virus that when Jesus put together this capacity building program, he gave commandments. There is no way you can escape commandments. It is a system by which you are brought into alignment, because the details about your existence was captured before you came into time. Time is saddled with so many distractions that can take a man off course. So when God is dealing with us, he doesn't deal with us emotionally. Say, oh, I love you. How are you? Did you sleep well? How is your leg today? He knows that if he deals with you that way, you will be an expression of a virus. In fact, he will now begin to wonder, what is this? So he comes to give you command. When he knows that you have a tendency to stray, what he will use to block you is a commandment. Oh, I don't know if you have seen it in Rwanda. Somebody is pious, is sanctimonious, is sacramental, until they make him a politician and he wins an election. Huh? He got into that seat of power without a commandment. You know the rest of the story. You will be looking for him, you will not see him. Even human beings will be looking for Alfred. Alfred is there is a virus that have overtaken him because there was no commandment to restrain him. So when Jesus came for the lecture, the first set of things he began to do to the functionaries that will carry the burden of the gospel is that he gave them command. So my question to you today, are there commandments that the Lord has given you? Because when I was your age, I was under divine regiment. When I was your age, a commandment had come that if I ever sleep with a woman that is not my wife, I will be unfit for my destiny. That may not be the case for you, but I got my own. You are not following. These commandments I'm talking about are not for general application. Is my own commandment. Huh? So there were beautiful ladies everywhere, because I was a famous preacher on campus. I was a very popular preacher. I was mad for Jesus. Mad, very mad. What they call a radical. That was what I was. And stubborn too. So a lot of people gave their life to Christ. Now the challenge is this, and I became anointed on campus. This power from 30 something. I became anointed since that time. So and you know the anointing attracts people. Attracts especially women. Oh, I know you will laugh with one side of your mouth, but I am a preacher of truth and verity. I don't hide it. If there is sin here, I will say, you are a sinner. I will tell you. A politician came and he thought that I will honor him because he's a politician. I say, you sleep with people's wives. He never came back. Yeah, I'm a man of truth. Truth has been missing on the continent. That's why we are like this. He never came back. You don't pay my salary. So my job is to tell you that you are lost. A virus has taken you. This is not Alfred. That's my job. Are you there? So I was told, you become unfit when you start playing the women game. That's the first commandment. Are you there? And this city, people that have issues with women will not live long because of the nature of the principality that is rooted here. That I should look around, you will find many pastors that die in my city. I should go and take inventory. Are you there? So it was a commandment. I saw pastors like myself, campus pastors like myself, that used to sleep with ladies. The reason why I did not copy them was not because I was impotent. My potency is in order, but commandment. So are you there? Now you know. Some of you have realized why you were not invited for that program, that capacity building program, because there's no commandment in your life. A time comes when God puts a commandment on how you use money. I know you want to work in a company in the US where dollars are moving like this. Dollars. When you move your seat, this program, this one that you did that you are managing, you get $200,000 annually. You are just managing the back end and sipping coffee. I know that's the life you want, and there's nothing wrong with that life. I wish you end up in what is greater than what you are even planning in the name of Jesus. But listen to me. That money can become your undoing if you don't have what? Commandment. Commandment. So in this class today, we need to evaluate ourselves quickly. Do you have commandments? Is there anything that can restrain you? Because you will need a lot of restraining in order for you to still remain what? The same. Many of you have even changed. You are not the same as the person from the studio. You've changed. They are looking for you using a spiritual binoculars to look for. Where is she? She has changed. She's no longer the same because there is no commandment restraining her. That's the first matter. That's the first matter. Many of you, the dream you are praying for, the thing you are praying for, to hit a jackpot job that will take care of your financial challenge. Your dream, I lived it. Because in Nigeria, the oil industry, I hope you know, it's the 7th largest crude oil producer. And I can give you statistics because we used to generate it. There are oil wells in Nigeria that are 30 years old, but they are still flowing. Meanwhile, the oil wells in Aberdeen of the United Kingdom is dry. You know the meaning of that? The meaning of that is this. Somehow, I don't know why, God bless that nation. Somehow. And the best job you can get in Nigeria is in the oil industry. I was one of the few people that got that job. So as a young man of 25 years old, I had access to millions of money. Millions of money. Money that even if I was reckless, I couldn't spend all. Half of my salary could pay my house rent for 1 year. Think about it. That's monthly salary for 1 month. Half of it will pay my house rent for 1 year. I could walk into the car shop every month after I get my salary and buy a car with my salary. And I will still have what to survive on. There was no phone I could not afford if I wanted. Imagine a man that is empowered like that doesn't have command. They were my colleagues. Oh my God. We were going somewhere, me and my colleague. We were going to work. So there was a television there, and there was a newscaster on the TV. At the time we came into the office, he pointed and showed me the lady on the TV. He said, that is there was a time he was involved with that lady. We moved from that office, entered somewhere else. He saw the reception. He called his name. They were doing catching up, because he's also been. Before we left that place, he hugged 5 people, and because that's the life of a man without command. The moment you begin to live without commandments, what will happen? We can't trace you. You are no longer the same. When we step down the protocol of things to time, you are no longer the same. And a man that cannot keep the commandments of God cannot carry the authority of God. God will not. There will be no authority on his life. There will be no evidence that you are a creature, an ambassador from heaven. There will be no utensils from heaven that supports your life on earth.